Morning, everyone, and welcome to the results and roundup program for the weekend of which is Saturday, the 1st of May. Once again, brilliant effort from everyone getting the results, and all the results were on early this morning, and there was just a couple of scorecards that were a bit later, but they're all on now, so we can have a look at things. So I'll go through each division like normal. So in the Northern League, there were wins for Fulwood, Longridge, Blackpool, Fleetwood and Netherfield. And Lancaster and Morecambe played out a draw. Now, my game of the day was Lancaster against Morecambe. Morecambe batted first and amassed 314 for 4 declared off 45 overs, giving Lancaster the extra 5 overs to bat. And this ended up a draw of which Morecambe got the better of. Lancaster ended up 185 for 9. Two notable performances in this game was Rongshan Jonathan, the pro for Morecambe, 127, and Charlie Swarbrick got 124 against his old team. So that was pretty decent. So the tables as they look at the moment, at the top of the Northern League, Longridge and Netherfield both have 45 and Fulwood are next with 33. Then at the bottom, you have Leyland on 7, Lancaster on 10 and St Anne's on 14. So that win for Fleetwood's bumped them up a bit. Leyland, I thought they'd be one of the top sides. So they're having a poor start at the moment. Just going to have a look at some quick performances in the Northern League before we move on to the Palace Shield. I mentioned batting-wise that Rongston Jonathan from Morecambe and Charlie Swarbrick from Morecambe, 127 and 124 respectively. Matt Jackson of Netherfield, he got 6 for 38 in their win over St Anne's. And Matthew Grindley from Blackpool, former St Anne's player, of course, he took 7 for 38 for Blackpool against Kendal. And there was also Abe Negi, the Fulwood overseas pro. He took 6 for 26 in their win against Chorley. So good performances there. He's not sparked with the bat again recently, but good bowling figures there. All-rounder performance of the day, I thought I'd have a look at. Jack White of Fleetwood. He hit 95 not out and took 4 for 46, so he's a sub-pro in for them. That's a good performance, that 95 not out, 4 for 46. Good pro figures, wins you the game, that. So that's the Northern League. If we look at the Palace Shield, there were wins for Barrow, Great Eccleston, Penrith, Eccleston, Thornton Clevelands and Vernon Carers. Now, my game of the day was Penrith versus Kirkham and Wesham. I thought that was decent, that. Penrith, the new boys, finding the feet still, obviously. Kirkham and Wesham, they were flying. Penrith batted first, 297 for 5, Penrith amassed. And Nicky Burns, 121 not out, batted through. Good bat. He's played for a lot of years for various clubs. He's a good bat, Nicky. Nice fella. And held the innings together well there. And in return, Kirkham were bowled out for 169. So a good win for Penrith, that. If we have a quick look at some performances before we do the table, Nicky Burns for Penrith, 121 not out against Kirkham. John Eade for Thornton Cleavers, he got 112 in their win against Preston. And then a couple of bowling performances there. Greg Tyrrell from Thornton Cleveland took 4 for 40 against Preston. And Peter Cummins, the evergreen Peter Cummins, he's played around a lot, used to play for Leyland. He plays for Eccleston now. He took 4 for 43 in Eccleston's win over Penwortham. So that's fairly decent. And if we look at the tables, at the top, Vernon Carers 36, Penwortham 29, then Eccleston and Thornton Cleveland both on 28. And down near the bottom is a bit worrying, this South Shore have got 3, Fylde are on 8 and Preston are on 9. Now it's concerning for Preston because they of course used to be in the Northern League. And so far they're down there. And if they were to get relegated, for example, to Division 1A, that Division 1A, they'd be the first team that came down from the Northern League to do the double drop, really. So that needs looking at. Preston there, a bit concerning. And if we move on to the Westmoreland League now, odd day in the Westmoreland League, really, to be fair. Wins for, and good wins for, Milnthorpe, Silverdale and Westgate. And then there were 3 draws. Carnforth got the better of a draw against Heysham. Sedbergh School got the better of the draw against Aging Arnside. And Shire's Head got the better of the draw against Wharton. Check out the results on the Play Cricket site there if you want to look at the cards. My game of the day, I don't think you could argue, was Carnforth against Heysham. It turned out a little bit disappointing, really. Heysham had 2 players missing. They were short on batting, so they had a couple of players missing. Lewis Plackett and Jamie Ancliffe weren't playing. So that's 2 decent parts of their batting lineup, really. Carnforth won the toss and batted, and I'm not sure about that at home, on that track. A couple of weeks ago they did it against Bear and they had to settle for a draw, and they had to settle for a draw yesterday, 7 points to 1. So Carnforth batted first, 230 for 4, and they batted the full 45 overs. Ryan Nelson, 123 not out, batted right through. Interestingly, when you look at the averages in the stats, it doesn't appear, if you change it to average, sort it by average, it just doesn't appear because they haven't been out yet. So that's quite amusing. And Heysham, 144 for 6. Powers hit a quick 80. I think he got about 80 because the field was up trying to get wickets. He did some good hitting, actually. 144 for 6 Heysham. They get themselves there 1 point, but more importantly, they stopped Carnforth getting any more than 7 points, really. And in the Heysham innings, Alex Benson came on quite early for Carnforth. 12 overs, 6 maidens, 3 for 15. That's pretty tidy. So that was the game. I was at the game, and Graham Cassidy for Heysham took a magnificent running catch to get rid of Parry, the Carnforth opener, running away from the pitch with a ball coming over his shoulder, full length dive, took it nicely, really good catch, excellent standard of fielding that. When it was going to him, we were just saying that he's never going to get there. That's gone far too far in front of him, but he made his ground. It was a great catch, to be honest. So that's my game of the day. Looking at performances in the Westmoreland League, there's Ryan Nelson, obviously, for Carnforth, batting through for 123 not out. Bowling wise, James Parkinson for Milnthorpe in their win over Burnieside, 5 for 27. That's decent. He's the other Parkinson brother. Tom plays for Carnforth and James plays for Milnthorpe. He's a good all-rounder, James. Good bowler, real thinking bowler. Puts it on the spot. 5 for 27. It's decent, that. And Steve Beck from Silverdale. Again, he's had a few clubs. He's settled at Silverdale now. 4 for 31 against Bear, and also 59 out in Silverdale's win there. So really good all-round performance there. It's probably his highest score, that I think, that he's got, certainly for a while, 59 not out. And to go with that 4 for 31, decent all-round performance. Quick look at the tables. Westmoreland League, Westgate top with 40. Carnforth second with 32. Now, these 2 draws have cost them there because they got 10 against Bear and they got 7 against Heysham. So you could say, really, they're thrown points away there. Arnside, 31. And then down at the bottom, Burnieside yet to score a point. Now, with the point system in the Westmoreland League, to play 3 games and yet to get a point, that's a bit worrying. Bear have got 2 and Wharton have got 4. So down at the bottom there, 3 teams in trouble down at the bottom, I think, there. There is so that's the roundup there. There is a game, Leyland play Blackpool tomorrow, that Monday, Bank Holiday Monday in the Northern League. That's scheduled for next Saturday, but they're actually playing it tomorrow, Monday. What I hope to do when we do the fixture show on Thursday, I'll quickly run through the individual stats as they are. The quick info hasn't updated properly yet this morning, so the top of the batting and top of the bowling in each league. I'll have a quick look at that and give you the leaders as they are so far. But that's the show for this morning. Enjoy your cricket, and hopefully we'll get the fixture show with some quick look at some stats up by Thursday. Thanks for watching, guys.